Hello and welcome back to another video. Bits is here. Thank you so much for the support on the last video. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely was an experimental video, not necessarily what I was talking about or the format, but kind of bouncing back and forth to see what you guys like. And overall, it seems you guys do like my topic-based videos plus with the speed paint kind of thing. I'll definitely go back to recording myself drawing in real life, but for now I'm gonna do these and they're a little bit easier, so it's all good. But today we're going to talk about artist Limbo, and I'll explain what that is more as we go through the video, but it is something I'm kind of feeling lately, and it kind of ties into drawing for yourself versus doing commissions or things of that sort. But let's get into the video. Hope you guys enjoy the vibes, and let's go. So, what do I mean by artist limbo? To me, the way I've defined this term is that, you know, you're an artist and you're producing works, and since you're not really doing your own due to commissions or whatever the reasons, maybe it's for a comic or for your Ko-Fi memberships or Patreon, whatever it may be, you're not creating for yourself in a way, and it kind of feels like you're just pushing art out, but it doesn't feel fulfilling necessarily. And I'll explain more what I mean. But you kind of feel stuck. And I've been feeling that lately, especially with commissions, since that's the only thing I'm really doing that's not my own. You know, they're somewhat perpetually open, and because of that, I get commissions decently often. And I say that partially because it's not like so frequent where I'm just always having commissions, but even when I don't have a commission, because of my job, because of streams or whatever, which streams is when I actually get to create work, there isn't a lot of time, like free time when I'm not doing anything, where I'm drawing. You know, back when we were kids, that's all we did, right? Like, there was no financial goal, there was no pressure for posting on the internet, there was nothing. You were just drawing your favorite cartoon, your favorite animes, your cringe OCs, like that's it. And it was blissful. But as an adult, where all these things we have access to, and you don't have to, you know, want to pursue financial benefits or posting. You don't have to do that. You can draw as carefree as you did when you were a child. But, you know, we all get a sense of validation and a happiness almost from these avenues, I guess I'll call them. And so I think that's fair that we all strive maybe for these things. And so specifically with commissions, I did them as a kid on DeviantArt. If you know about the point system that they use or whatever, that was basically was free work. Wasn't the best, but I was like 12, like, you know, no one knew better. But back then, it didn't really feel like anything because the quote-unquote currency that I was earning, I could not spend that on anything of value. You know, I could not shop on Amazon or go to Walmart or whatever, so it didn't matter. But as an adult who makes money and has bills, or wants to upgrade certain things in my setup or whatever, that requires actual money. In order to get said money in the artist world, in my case, it's commissions. And don't get me wrong, I love all my clients. They have been amazing. I have to have a bad client. I love commissions. I always love the end product. But it's just the numbness of doing so many so often. Or there's like the downtime, like I said, between commissions that it's so short that it's like you're just always in commission mode, right? So when I want to draw fun stuff, or I want to draw stuff for myself, I really don't have the time to. And it's starting to put me in a weird position where, oh, I want to close commissions so I can, you know, draw what I want. But then when certain things come up where I need to pay for stuff and my full-time job, you know, money can't cover that, oh, I could have money if I did commissions. So I'm in a weird position where it's like I kind of can't win either way, basically. Again, this is just more about how I feel and not necessarily the case all the time, but I'm pretty sure a lot of us who do commissions feel this way, because like, and then there's a certain level of guilt I personally feel sometimes when I have commissions. You know, the client has paid for it already, and I want to draw something for myself. And keep in mind, like I mentioned, most of my art I do is streamed, just because I don't have time to do it outside of that, or I don't feel like doing it outside of that. So I might have commissions open and someone's waiting, but I'll do every now and then. I want to draw something, and I do. Keep in mind, never had a negative experience from this. No one's ever been like, why are you drawing something for you when I paid you for it? Never. Thank goodness. I've never dealt with this. But in my mind, I have a little bit of guilt from that. So that also probably adds to the limbo feeling of that, I don't deserve to draw for myself because people are waiting for a product from you. They come to you specifically for your art style, which I appreciate. And then, at the same time, I am an artist, and I was doing it for myself for so long before I ever was doing commissions. And, it's just one of those things where you kind of have to work through and ignore, because, typically most of your clients will never have a problem with you taking a slight break, for a day and drawing something you want to. Because I think it's pretty healthy to, let's say you saw something that you just want to draw. You should be able to draw it, even if you have clients waiting for artwork. Because at the end of the day, if you have a good track record, it won't matter if you, do a drawing here and there in between commissions, during a commission. Because you're going to get it done. The client knows that they trust you and they're going to get their work, and their money wasn't wasted. Now, if you have a bad track record, on the other hand, I can't help you with that. I've seen on Twitter so many artists who open commissions, they take commissions, don't finish said commissions, and then take more. Look, I understand money is nice. I understand bills need to be paid. I understand you want to buy your favorite game or your favorite, whatever, right? But if you have commissions open and you take more commissions and then nothing gets done and months go by, you need to really evaluate yourself, because that's disrespectful, first of all, to everybody else who does commissions and are actually loyal and responsible. But two, you're making yourself look terrible. Clearly you don't have the mature attitude about commissions, let alone just a service. Like, someone's paying you to do a service and you feel that their money doesn't mean anything if you're going to keep taking more and not work on them and then ghost them and all that other stuff. I should make a video about this, separately. I'm just adding it in because it adds somewhat to this. But anyway, definitely work on yourself if you've been in that position before or you're heading in that direction. Because you don't want to make us artists look bad, but also you don't want to make yourself look bad. And if you have respect for your clients, you wouldn't do that to them. Be honest with them and let them know, hey, money's rough right now. I apologize for, whatever you want to say. But at least respect them enough to tell them, right? But anyway, tangent aside, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm still in a limbo. And in my last video, or maybe it was a post I made, I don't remember, I talked about that this year, hopefully, I can slow down on commissions and focus more on my Ko-Fi. Because I find that, for one, it's art I'm making. I'm choosing to make it, right? Commissions, it's what someone tells you to make. Again, this is not a negative at all. I'm just explaining what it is, right? So with my Ko-Fi, this year I'm projecting to hopefully make sticker sheets. And then also, within my memberships, I'm on a sticker club. First one's gonna be on the 15th. I have not even started sketching that yet because of my commissions. I'm squeezing in my stream schedule to do these things, but the fact that I have commissions is stopping me from doing something that I really want to do. So, all in saying that, that I want to pivot my financial / artist goals. It would be nice if I just have commissions open every now and then, every once in a while. Because I understand people want my art, and I won't zap that from them, of course not. But it would be very limited slots, limited quantities, limited what I actually do as well. But ideally, by the end of the year, if I have X amount of members, and I'm pumping out, designs, prints, stickers, and stuff like that, I really won't feel the loss of commissions all that much. And like I said before, they're not frequent enough where, I'm making $500 every month from commissions, where it's to the T. It's not like that. But memberships can be that if I really work hard on it and keep them in good condition and make them valuable to people, which is why I did the sticker club. I'm very excited about it. A lot of artists do this, and I've always wanted to make stickers. And I've made some. I have a few listed. But I bought a whole Cricut for this, and I'm doing my research on, different sticker types, laminating them in a certain way. I'm just very excited for the year. As far as my Ko-Fi. Again, link in the description. I will be pushing that way more than my VGen or anything like that. Also, when I get monetized eventually, I'll have my YouTube memberships. But again, for especially those who are subscribed to me on Twitch, I'm trying to get people to move to my Ko-Fi just because I get more of the cut, you get more benefits, whatever. But I totally understand that people like to stay where they want to stay. So I'm not going to force anybody to do anything, of course, but just know I do have these things. I would like to build a small business, and by small, I mean very small. I'm not going to quit my job over it or anything, unless I just blow up that much, which would be kind of cool, but I'm not expecting it nor banking on it because that's not realistic. But if I can establish myself as, oh, I know who Shimobits is, I know her work, I love her work, I'm going to buy her stuff because I want to support her. That type of vibe, which I already have in just a very small circle, which I do appreciate my friends and community members for that. Without you guys, I would literally be nothing. Obviously, cliche has been said before, but it is true. Like, your community makes you, so, and that includes these videos. Like, you guys watching them, it motivates me to make more just because I like to talk anyway, so it's not really a problem. But having people give me feedback, have people say their thoughts and their 2 cents is lovely. And especially in the last video, people always give their experiences that they've had with the topic I'm talking about, and I love just seeing things like, oh, this resonates with me, I feel this so much, thank you for talking about it, whatever, right? Because and this is one of those things that someone mentioned too in my last video, that the big art YouTubers dealt with the same thing I'm talking about. Keep in mind, never denying that, but, it feels more hollow when you think about, oh, the big YouTubers thought about this, they dealt through this, but they're already at the big, like, the top, right? So, when you're small, it doesn't really feel like much when you say that, and plus, they're not going to talk about how they were at the beginning now that they're big, at least some. I'm sure some, would, but not a lot of people want to talk about the struggles because it's negative and it's sad and all that. But, as much as we want to talk about the positives, I feel like it's just as important to talk about the negative stuff. Talk about the struggles, the triumphs, everything involved. Because if there was a younger artist who wanted to get into this stuff, they need to know the ins and outs. Because no matter what you get into, it's not going to be this super positive thing all the time. Or it's not going to be a super successful thing all the time. And success is different for everybody. For some people, success is just making the video, Or some other people, it's just putting it out there. They don't care about the views, but the fact that they uploaded it was a victory, which is very fair. And then for some people, it's to try to make money. I am not shaming either one of those options because, again, you're allowed and you're entitled to what goal you want to reach, your opinion on said things, whatever. Which is why I make these videos, and I welcome everyone to comment their experience or their opinion or their insight. Because, again, I like to read that. And for those of you who, feel the way I feel, you can see those comments and kind of feel united in a sense. Whatever. Also, I'm looking at this recording I'm doing, and I've been talking for 12 minutes straight, which is kind of wild. Normally, I kind of break it up into segments, but I guess I have a lot to say. But let me know how you feel about Artist Limbo. I have never heard it called this. It might be called something else, but it's more just, again, how I define it is you're making art. It's not like art block, but the art that you're making doesn't feel as fulfilling as you wish it could be, or you wish what you could be doing. And again, this could apply to basically anything that's not for fun art, and I'm putting quotations on that because, for example, I feel like webtoon artists, that can be considered fun for them, and I can totally see that. But for some people who have a bigger webtoon, or they're on a weekly basis upload, that might feel more like a job or like a task, because it is a lot of pressure, especially if people are waiting for the next issue and you might be working by yourself or with a very small team. It can be stressful and monotonous, whatever. But I'm not saying everybody's gonna feel that way about webtoons or about commissions or about game devs or music or whatever. For a lot of people, I'm sure it is happy, every time they do it. And for me, it is too. Like, I'm just saying generally, like, sometimes doing commissions in, like, almost all the time is draining because I want to draw for myself and I want to focus on different things. And commissions, since they're infrequent, that's what makes it kind of worse. Like, if I was getting, like, 10 commissions every month, that would be insane, first of all. But, like, I would feel a little bit like, oh, okay, you know, it's some supplemental income. Like, you're putting towards your bills, you're putting towards your food, putting towards your livelihood. Like, I get it. Just like the job I work full time now, it's the same thing, right? But, and again, I'm not shaming anybody for my commissions being infrequent. I'm a small artist. I understand. Me getting a commission at all randomly is a blessing, right? But generally speaking, you know, the feelings I do have, I am allowed to have, and I know a lot of you have it too. So, if you have felt this way, or if you felt this way but maybe you call it something else or slightly different, feel free to explain what that is in the comments. I would love to read it. Also, again, finding my music. Chillhop, I've listened to their music all the time. I did not know I could use it in videos till I did some research. So, I have Chillhop music now. It is a vibe. So I hope you guys enjoy the music. But I'm gonna stop yapping. Before I do, actually, I should talk about the drawing. This is a drawing of Modica I did for A to Z, again, M. This was months ago. Again, same situation as last time. By the time I draw letter Z, I would want this video uploaded. And I'm drawing that on Monday, so let's go. But anyway, I love this drawing. It came out lovely. And I love Modica, so I was happy that she won. Enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for support on my last video. Again, please feel free to give critiques. I also have a artist forum now where you can put video ideas. Feel free to use that. Highly appreciate it. And I will credit whoever, like, the next video I do that's based on one of those ideas, I will totally credit you in the description. Do not worry about that. But yeah, it's just gonna help my brain not have to think so hard, I guess. We'll come up with ideas. But with that, I'm heading out. You guys have a good day, good morning, good evening, whatever time it is for you. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.